We begin in the United States and the race for the White House. The sequel, 4 years in the making, is officially set. President Joe Biden will face off against Donald Trump in a rematch of their 2020 race. President Biden and Donald Trump have both secured their party's nominations. Not such an election has occurred in nearly 70 years. In fact, in 1956, Republican President Dwight D. Eisenhower once again defeated Adlai Stevenson, the Democratic opponent he had 4 years ago. Also, there has been just one U.S. president who returned to the White House for a non-consecutive term, Grover Cleveland. He was America's 22nd and 24th president. Donald Trump is hoping to replicate that success of President Cleveland. Trump clinched the required 1,215 delegates to secure the Republican presidential nomination as 4 states held contests, including Georgia, the battleground state where he faces criminal charges for attempting to overturn the 2020 election results. In a video posted on social media, Trump said there is no time to celebrate. Instead, the focus is on beating Biden, who he called the worst president in U.S. history. In fact, hours earlier, President Biden passed the number of delegates required as results from primaries in Georgia, Mississippi, Washington State, the Northern Mariana Islands, and Democrats living abroad came in. President Biden took aim at what he called Trump's campaign of resentment, revenge, and retribution. Now, President Biden only faced token opposition in the Democratic primary. However, he is facing growing frustration from liberal activists over Washington's handling of the Israel-Hamas war in Gaza. A rising influx of migrants at the Mexico border is also a weakness for President Biden's campaign. The president is also under intense scrutiny following the release of Special Counsel Robert Hur's report, which concluded that Biden mishandled classified information after leaving the White House. Now, Hur testified on Capitol Hill on Tuesday, saying he did not believe there was enough evidence to charge Joe Biden with a crime.
There has been a lot of attention paid to language in the report about the president's memory, so let me say a few words about that. My task was to determine whether the president retained or disclosed national defense information willfully. My assessment in the report about the relevance of the president's memory was necessary and accurate and fair. Most importantly, what I wrote is what I believe the evidence shows and what I expect jurors would perceive and believe. I did not sanitize my explanation, nor did I disparage the president unfairly.
The rematch that was long anticipated is expected to mirror the 2020 campaign, though Donald Trump is facing 91 felony counts across 4 separate indictments. Now, these include charges related to allegations that he plotted to overturn the 2020 election defeat, played a lead role in the January 2021 insurrection at the Capitol, illegally took classified documents from the White House, and covered up hush money payments to an adult film star ahead of the 2016 election. He is scheduled to become the first former American president to go on trial in a criminal case. That case begins on March 25th in New York. From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.